I did not know that.
Thanks for stopping by. I Did Not Know That Classic TV Edition. Please like and subscribe.
Why would I want to do that?
Because YouTube likes are what help videos show up in YouTube search results. It helps out the channel. You can also check out all the other I Did Not Know That episodes.
Very groovy.
Saturday, May 20th, 1967. Actor Michael Landon is in Benton Harbor, Michigan to ride in a parade. The TV series Bonanza sits at number 4 in the ratings, and everyone loves the Cartwrights, especially Little Joe, the character that Landon plays. The citizens of that city are enjoying their annual Grand Floral Parade when suddenly a huge rock is tossed by someone from a building, heading straight for the car in which Michael Landon is riding. It narrowly misses the heads of Michael Landon and his wife, but tragically, it strikes the driver and knocks him unconscious. The now driverless car begins to swerve toward the people watching the parade. In heroic fashion, Michael Landon leaps into the front seat, takes control of the car, and stops it before anyone is hit. The unconscious driver is taken from the car and rushed to a hospital where he is found to be suffering from a concussion. Landon is heard to shout, "They tried to kill me in broad daylight." The story spread like wildfire. That is until it got back to Michael Landon, who was embarrassed and then furious. Why? Because it never happened. The story was as fake as Captain Kirk's styrofoam boulder. How could this have happened? Who could have fabricated such a wild story? No, Jim, it wasn't Con. Did your parents ever tell you never to tell a lie, because sometimes that lie can grow and get out of control? Well, this lie took some steroids. The problem started when Landon returned home after the parade and Jay Bernstein, his new public relations agent, asked if anything interesting had happened during his trip to Michigan. Landon said no, and then he made the mistake of telling Bernstein that a few little kids had tossed some pebbles at the car that he thought might have hit the windshield. Bernstein later had a conversation with an elderly writer from Screenland magazine. Screenland's job was to give the public exciting stories of celebrities. The writer decided to spice up the story a bit and clearly got carried away. Soon the pebble became a big rock, and as other rag mags picked it up, the story grew bigger and bigger. Before long, newspapers were exposing the phony story. One paper interviewed Herbert Clapp, the actual driver of the car Landon was in, and asked him about it. He laughed and said to the best of his knowledge, he was conscious during the whole parade, but he added that it could explain why he's played golf so badly all summer, because maybe he'd been in shock. Landon was furious with Bernstein and said the people of Benton Harbor had been nothing but lovely to him. Bernstein sent a letter of apology explaining that Landon had never made those claims. Landon fired Bernstein because of this embarrassing incident. Benton Harbor eventually said all was forgiven and told Little Joe that he was welcome back anytime. While I'm sure getting fired and publicly humiliated was probably a pretty rough experience for Bernstein, he ended up being successful, helping to shape the careers of some of the biggest female stars of the 1970s. He also did public relations for actors like James Garner, singer Tom Jones, and Shatner. Landon did okay for himself too, and later built himself a little house on the prairie somewhere in Minnesota. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this rather obscure and odd little piece of history. Thanks for stopping by and watching.